Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you knew this, but Starfield is only 1 day away. 1 day. 1 day separates myself and all of you from finally being able to play Starfield. I can't tell you how excited I am. I mean, we're going to talk about all the different things that I plan on doing for this Let's Play of ours. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's finally here. It's go time.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so, I mean, where do I begin? When they first announced Starfield, I was blown away, obviously. Everybody was just blown absolutely away. We knew what we wanted, what we've always wanted. Obviously, you know, back in 2016, or should I say no, it was around 2016, 2015 is when I first heard about Star Citizen and getting into that. And of course, I've been a backer ever since. Something about space games that have always kind of piqued my curiosity, you know, because I've always wanted to be an astronaut as a child, and of course I couldn't because of my blindness, and it was just something I could never do. But you know, you could say that that kind of lost on me for the last 20 some years, because there was just never really any games out there that could really make you feel like you're this adventurer in space or traveling the stars or anything like that, because technology just wasn't there yet. It just wasn't at a point where we could sit here and say, this actually makes me feel like I'm here doing this. So when I first started playing Star Citizen and then immediately saw that there was another game similar to that called Elite Dangerous, and I got into both of those in 2016. You can actually watch some of those first playthroughs of myself going through Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen, and just you could see the amazement in my voice, how excited I was. I mean, and that stuff is real. That stuff is very, very genuine. You guys know this channel has always been about stealth, and there's no way to get away from that, I think, at this point, because stealth is something that's in my bones, because I've always loved the challenge, essentially, of trying to get around enemies as opposed to just going straight through them. Games are mostly made for you to go straight through enemies. That's something that everybody does. But something that I love about the stealth games is, or the stealth genre in general, is the challenge of trying to get around those enemies, of trying to figure out how can I leave them be and not even deal with them, and figure out like this really cool pattern or whatever. You know, it's all a puzzle, trying to figure that puzzle out, you know. And that's one of the things that obviously gravitated me towards playing a lot of stealth games. But this channel was never meant or grown to be a kind of a game for space nerds like myself, right? We all have our things that we love to do in our free time. See, my job just so happens to be that I put videos out there, and I do playthroughs and walkthroughs and videos and stuff like that on video games. So everything I play is a part of my job. However, when I am alone in my office, I'm done working, I'm just trying to relax, you know, laying back, I play Star Citizen. That is what I love to do. There's actually 2 games that I play on my own that I don't ever do videos for, and that is Rock Band and Star Citizen. And Rock Band pertains to, say, Clone Hero 2, because, you know, I can play any type of drum song that I want, because I'm a musician. Musician is also my lifeblood. It's what I did in the Army, you know, my entire career almost, and I absolutely love it, right? Music is the language of the world. So I've been blessed to be able to get to experience some of the things I've got to experience, to travel some of the places that I've been able to travel and share my love of music to others. So that has been a blessing, right? But then we move on with different other parts of our lives. I'm no longer in the military. I retired after about 21 years, and I'm ready to keep moving forward in my life, you know, as I have a daughter now. I've been married for almost 10 years, so I'm ready to go out and do some good stuff, some new stuff, a new chapter of your life, per se. But gaming is always going to be at the forefront for me. Ever since I started this specific channel back in 2010, my love of gaming has just skyrocketed, obviously. It's different though, because when you sit here and you're playing video games for a living, it can become somewhat of a chore, and you have to figure out how to balance what's enjoyable and then what's, okay, I need to do this for work or whatever. One thing that I've always been able to say on this channel is I've always been 100% clear about who I am as a creator, the sponsorships that I get or anything like that. I don't do sponsorships unless I really truly feel that it is something I can fully believe in, or something, let's say, that my wife fully believes in, something that our family can believe in. Because that, I've always felt like when it comes to anything like that, and I think that's also one of the reasons why I'm not as successful as I am, because I don't accept every sponsorship that comes along the way, because I have a obligation to all of you out there is to put out on this channel what I truly believe in. So when you see sponsors on this channel, when you see specific things on this channel, already as a subscriber, you know, if you've known me, if you've been here a while, you know that what I'm about to show you is something I am passionate about, or that I like, or that I want to show to you. And when I say Starfield is, this already has the potential, and I can't say it's going to be yet, because I don't have it in my hands. I'm not playing it right now, so therefore I can't tell you this is the game of my life. I can't say that. I can say that it has aspirations to be the game of my life, right? Even though there are certain things that are not in this game that I kind of wish was, you know, like the seamless landing on planets. That's because we're spoiled with games like Star Citizen. However, you know, we've been waiting 12 years for Star Citizen, and it's going to be even longer, and they're still waiting on the single player story for Star Citizen, and when that comes out, that has the potential of putting that whole entire thing to be the game of life. But I can't say that that is right now, because it's not a complete product. So what we have here is Starfield. The adventures that await for us is going to be massive. I'm going to take it all in, all right? I'm not going to rush. If you're looking for someone that's going to just rush through the story and all that kind of stuff, no, that's not what we're going to do. Although I have heard that a lot of people, especially people that have leaked information on the game, they have said that the game really, really, really gets started once you beat the main story. And a lot of people have actually recommended that you do the main story first, and it won't hurt you at all. And then you go for New Game Plus and then do all of that side content, because there's a specific reason. I don't know that reason. New Game Plus is something, I guess, that's really special, something that not a lot of people have seen before, so I'm excited to get into that and see what that's all about. But we'll play it by ear when we're playing the game. Obviously, I'm going to want to explore and do certain things. I want to take a little bit of life out of, I want to say a little bit of my time out of every single aspect that this game can have to offer, right? So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a stealthy build type of character, okay? Male or female, I'm going to let you guys choose. There's a community poll right now that you can check out, so definitely go check that out. And you vote if we're going to be male or female. I'll let you guys decide. I usually like to give you all a chance to interact with the channel and be a part of it, because a lot of people out there are not going to have a chance to play this game. Maybe they only have a PlayStation, or maybe they don't really play games, but they love to watch, or they don't have the time to play. You know, they would rather spend their time with a good community watching and things like that. It doesn't matter what your reason is for not playing this game. I want to be here for you, so you can see and let my love of these types of games come out and have so much fun and all that. So I'll let you guys choose male or female. We're going to be a stealthy build character. I want to do, first thing out of the gate, obviously, is exploring the areas that we're around, you know, getting to know everything, the layout of the land, all of that. I want to get into bounty hunting, okay? I know there's not a system in place that lets you take them back alive or anything like that. It's a simplistic bounty hunting with missions and things like that. But I want to go on an adventure, right? I want to be a bounty hunter. I feel like bounty hunting is a reason for me to get out and explore, right? I'm hoping that the space mechanics of the game are going to be fulfilling enough to want to do that. And so that's still yet to be seen. Even with all the leaks, we haven't seen much on space combat or space exploration. We've seen a lot of stuff just landing on planets, walking from one side to the other. Let's not get into there. But so there's a lot I want to get into that, right? I want to do obviously a lot of the main story. The videos and the live streams are going to come by quick, and a lot of people are going to be overwhelmed, all right? So I want you to know, if you can't make it to the live streams, which most of the live streams are always going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? I do this because that is the day, that is my day starting. And then we're playing throughout the day because I still have to work at night and go DoorDash driving to support my family, right? YouTube isn't... For my channel, because of the lack of stealth games and the lack of games in general over these past few months, I've had to work a second job and do DoorDash driving just to make ends meet. So I still have to do that. So essentially what we're going to be doing is streaming from 10 a.m. to around 4 or 5 p.m., somewhere around in there. Anywhere between 4 and 6 hours, I would say, would probably be a good amount of time for me and how I am. I'm not one of those guys that can play a game for 10, 12 straight hours and then repeat that process over and over and over and over and over again, which is why I don't consider myself a good streamer, because those type of people that can actually play a game for 8 hours and stream it 8 hours consecutively and keep doing that on a daily basis, I can't do it. My ADHD just really doesn't allow me to do that, so I have to take it in chunks. And that's just how my ADHD works. Unfortunately, I can't take any medicine for it because of how bad my heart is, so that's a whole spiel for another video. But anyways, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at about 10 to 4, somewhere around in there, and then I go drive, and then when I come back from driving, like 8 or 9 o'clock, then I'm going to sit down and start making some videos. Some of those videos are going to pertain to taking a look at landmarks, or doing a little exploring, see what we can find, some fun stuff to show videos on, tips and tricks, how to get the best weapon, maybe where to find specific weapons. I want to do all types of those kinds of videos. So you're going to see all types of content on this channel for Starfield. Not just the live streams, but also the videos of how-tos and the stuff that you would normally get from this. See, I decided not to do a walkthrough of this game because it just doesn't make sense. This is an open universe style game. The main story takes probably 50, 60 hours, and I would be doing it a disservice if I did it just in video format. I think this type of game is perfect for conversation, and I want to be able to converse with all of you while we're exploring. I think that adds more to the game. I think if I was just to sit alone and play the game, I would have a freaking blast. I'm fine with that. But then the audience, you all, you know, you're not able to communicate with me and ask questions on how it feels and all that kind of stuff. And I really feel like this type of game is bred for interaction, which is why we are going to have webcam on. At least some. I can't say that I'm going to do webcam for the entirety of my playthrough, and I might switch back and forth. But I did a poll on YouTube, and you all voted to have webcam on. So we're going to have the webcam. Normally, I don't like to have webcam on when I play games because I don't want myself to take over the game. I don't want a picture. I don't want my video on the screen to take up some of the real estate for whatever game that I'm playing, because I want that game to shine, because that's why we're here. At least in my opinion. I know a lot of people watch my channel because they're here because they like the conversation, or they like me, or whatever it is that you're here for. But for me, you know, the thing that's always in my mind is always, okay, this is a game you're showing off. This isn't about you, it's about the game. I am a firm believer in showcasing games, right? I don't have an ego. I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to showcase whatever game I'm playing, because I'm doing like a bunch of things that are catered to you guys. I'm here showing off the game. I'm showing you what the mechanics are. I'm telling you how it feels. This is all about you and the game. That's what this channel has always been about. And you guys have stayed because you either like the commentary, or you like the gameplay, or you're just a fan of the community. Whatever reason it is that you're staying, I want to keep to that notion. But we will be doing webcam. I'm trying to make it as fun and entertaining as I can without being annoying. I'm not one of those annoying streamers or annoying content creators as far as, you know, yelling and screaming over everything we see. I have a general excitement in everything. I have a good positive outlook towards everything, but if I see something that I don't like, I will let you know. And I'm sure there's going to be some bugs, obviously. There's going to be some weird things that happen. The game might crash. I'm playing the PC version, so anything can happen. It's a brand new release. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt. You know, it's going to be one of those things that we're going to have to figure out along the journey, right? Another thing to note is I have a sponsor for this entire Starfield series, and I really want you to take a look and think about the sponsorship that I have. And I don't have the video on me right now, but the sponsorship is with a renowned author called Elizabeth Vaughn, and she has a book series, kind of a fantasy style book series, right? And my wife has read them and she absolutely adores them. And this is a sponsorship that I can actually get behind. She's awesome. She's been a fan of the channel. She came to me as an individual, she's not a company or anything like that. And I've really, really enjoyed our talks that I've had with her. She's amazing. She's awesome. She's a gamer, and it's amazing. And that's why once my wife got a hold of her books and she read them and said she loved them, I knew, well, this is a no-brainer. So she's going to be sponsoring all the Starfield content that you're going to see over the next however long, because obviously Starfield content is going to be out there a lot. So you're going to see me advertising her books. Just know that those sponsorships that I get from her have tremendously helped out this channel to be able to continue to do what it is that I love to do, and that is bring this content to all of you. So if you have a wife or a husband or anyone that loves to read fantasy novels and a good story, not things that are like too overly mushy and the romanticized and all that kind of stuff. That's not what her books are about. They're about action. They're about drama. They're about a good story. So I definitely recommend you go check out her books. Those links will be in the description on Amazon, and definitely go read. It's an entire series of books that you can check out. And yeah, I don't always have sponsors. You guys know that. So when I do, it's because I really believe in something. So definitely go check that out. And I'm just so excited. I mean, I'm going to be doing so much in this game that it's going to be so overwhelming. I'm going to try to do my best to not go ADHD on everybody and just do, you know, I'm going to try to keep it clean, you know, keep it focused, always let you know when I'm going to be live for the most part, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time most of the time, except for the first night, which is tomorrow night, unless you're watching this later, obviously, because that's when the game releases at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when our first stream is going to be. So I'm sorry for those of you that are maybe overseas that aren't going to be able to check out that stream, but that is when the game releases, and I want to be able to play it the moment it is out and show it off to all of you. So don't feel bad if you can't make a specific stream because you got to catch up with something else. Never feel bad. Take your time. These videos are going to be pretty long. You're not used to this type of mini streams on my channel every single day. I try not to bombard you with videos upon videos upon videos because a lot of people get overwhelmed, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I want you to be able to have a good, enjoying experience. So I want to know in the comments, what are you most excited about for Starfield? I want some in-depth stuff. What are you going to do? Which type of character are you going to be? Are you going to be male? Are you going to be female? Who do you want to be in this universe? It's so funny because anytime I talk about Star Citizen, they have a word to say instead of saying Star Citizen. They call it the verse, right? So normally I would say, who do you want to be in the verse? Well, we can't say that with Starfield. So who do you want to be in the field? Who do you want to be amongst the stars? You know, had to figure that out. But anyways, this was just my kind of hype video to get everyone excited for what we're about to undergo here on the channel. Also, there's other things coming as well. I am playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. What? For those of you that stuck around to the end of the video, you just heard something that nobody else has heard. And guess what? I'm playing it tomorrow. I'm literally playing it before I play Starfield, and I'm going to have hours of footage to show off. Can't tell you when that footage is going to be, but it's going to be soon. And I hope you guys will stay tuned. So if you did stay to the end of this video for that little tidbit, say in the comments, just put "you can't wait" or put "I can't wait." Just say that in the comments. That lets me know that some of you actually stayed for the entire video. But yeah, so I'm gonna have some footage of that coming out as well. So it's gonna start getting hectic, everybody, and I'm so glad to have you all here for the ride. So enjoy the calm before the storm, everybody. Reviews are gonna start coming out. You know, we're all gonna be watching those reviews, so get ready for that. And then Starfield is upon us. I love you all. We're in for the long haul. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Share. And think about becoming a member, a Patreon. Support the channel any way you can so we can continue to do what it is that we love to do. And as always, I'll leave you with a little video for all of the Patreons and members out there. Thank you all. You have my utmost respect and loyalty. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you amongst the stars.